Hey brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory. I've finally dragged all these belts over. It's time to start plugging some stuff in. So, let's have a quick look up here. I need to know which belts are going where into the foundries. I have a feeling I know which ones are going where. So, yeah, it's this far left one. Nope, it's this one here is the one for the underclocked machines. So, that needs to be a full belt. Essentially full belt. This one needs to merge with the 20 that we've got left over. So that's going to be this one here. So I think I'll deal with that first. It's that belt, and then there's another belt lurking around somewhere that's got, or will have, another 20 on it. So let's get a Mark IV lift, plug it there, and hope that it connects. I'm going to have enough fuel to get myself up here. Don't think so. That's way too high. Because this one I need to sort out a merger for. So I think there should just about do the trick. Looks about right. I'll slap a merger just in front, so I may want to redo that so that it connects to this properly. That should be in. I can bring you down. So about there. You're not actually setting any foundations, are you? Not helpful. There we go. That'll do it. You can feed in like that. Then we need to go and grab the belt that's over this way. And you need to come out along here. Just plug you out like that. And we can plug you in there. And that gets us the 210 that we need for that. So that's pretty good. Then the rest of them, I think, we'll set up with just stackers. Will I want them there, or will I want them there? I think I want them there. Yeah, that looks about right. Now, obviously, I've got to line everything up properly. Looks to be in the right spot. Everything's nice and level. Plug you in there. Another conveyor lift. All the way up. And I think all of that's done. Need to figure out where the petroleum coke is going to go. But then, once these belts are sorted, all we've got to do is worry about the petroleum coke and then the last little bits of resources. So, getting some copper plugged into the system, along with powering everything, and we should be good to go. So that's the silica, all done and dusted. This is where I need petroleum going. So you plug over like that. Get rid of this lookout tower. And do something like this. And that's all dealt with. Huzzah! Oh, I'm happy with this. Things are coming together nicely. Actually, the bauxite is going to be a pain in the arse. Because I need to overclock all of these machines. Yeah, I need to go on a hunt for some slugs and shards. And probably for the copper as well. But for now, let's worry about the petroleum coke. We'll get that dealt with. And we'll connect up all of the inputs for the rest of the miners. We could at least get the system started. And then we can go hunt it, like I can go hunting for slugs off camera just to overclock things and get things to full speed. So I think I'll add a layer onto these stackers. We can pull the petroleum coke along on that. And then obviously we can divert it off to other places once we get over to the supercomputer build. It would be cool to not be feeding quite so much petroleum coke into the awesome sink. This waste belt should empty out quite a bit. Although we're at the point now where we do need to upgrade the plastic line because the system seems to have backed up and we're not providing anywhere near as much as we... Well, we're you know, not got enough throughput on things is what I'm trying to say. Which one of these was petroleum coke? I think it's this one. Yeah. So you come out there. Go on here. I'm just going to drag this belt around the path that I sort of normally drive for the sake of ease. Does mean I'm probably wasting more resources than I need to, but I'll try and get it to follow the power lines a little bit as well, maybe. Kind of keep it out of the way a little bit. Hi, how you doing? Don't shoot me, bro. I said don't shoot me. God, what a dickhead. I asked nicely. I'm gonna run. Running's the best thing I can do. And there we go. Petroleum coke on its way down to our facility. It'll take a while to get there. It's going at a good speed. And that's pretty damn good if you ask me. Right, now I need to run back and get the car. Although... Ooh, do I have the means of building some power stuff around here? I do! Fantastic. Let's get some power lines in. Okay, that's power distributed to all of this. I'm going to plug this one in. We'll drag a line from over here. Just to here on the corner. Connect you over there. All of this will kickstart into action. We can watch this silica get into production. Check to see if these balancers work okay. And they should do. They look like they're doing a good job. Keep an eye on all of our outputs now. Things are in gear. They're in motion. Look at them go. Very nice. Oh, this is looking fantastic so far. Okay, chuffed with this. Good. That's another stage dealt with. So I'll just leave that doing its thing for now. I'm going to go and pick up the car. I do need another couple of miners, actually, to be able to get the copper out of the ground. How much copper do I need? 225. Well, all of these are backed up nicely, so that's good. Let's go and find this copper deposit, put the miner down on that. Where was that again? No, it's this way. It's just over there. Cool. And you're a normal node, so Mark II miner. I'm missing supplies for that. Please tell me I left them in the car and not back at the main base, because that would be stupid. Oh, thank God. Okay, got just enough materials. I can build this thing. So Mark II would get me 120. I need... what was it? 225? Yeah. So that needs to be overclocked just under 200%. Can't tell what the exact numbers are going to be. But let's figure out where the input line is going to go. I think I've got that going somewhere over this side. Yeah, that's coming down here. That's that sorted there. Need a power line. Plug you up there. And I'll do with power. If I put a wall in here, I can connect that to a wall outlet. And that would work fine. There we go. So that's the copper sorted, with the exception of overclocking. And aside from the bauxite, I think that's everything. So let's try and figure this out, because this is where the mess is going to come in. So for each little kind of setup that I've got, I need 210. Okay, so what could I do under here with, like, splitters and all that nonsense? So if I were to take a merger, put it there, and then if I had a splitter, if I run like a main line all around the outskirts of this, maybe, because I mean, how much bauxite am I using with this? 1050. Which is a lot of bauxite. Definitely too much for even a Mark V belt. But I could run like a sort of bus line through all of this and just kind of top it up as I take stuff off. Okay, so if I put a splitter in there, we can take off here and split down into 2 Mark II belts. One of those... I haven't got any reinforced plate at the moment. So one of those would feed directly in there. That would be 120. Then I'd need... another splitter there. So that would be another 120 in there. I'll take one more splitter here. No, I'm going to need a little more than that. Put a merger in first. Because I need to bring 60 into that from there. But then I need to split again so that I can take 30 off of that and put it back onto this main line. And that would get me 210. Nailed it. Awesome. Okay. I need some reinforced iron plate. And then to do this for every other refinery setup. And then start figuring out where the additional loads from the miners are going to feed in. There's 2 of them set up. That would take off 420 from all of this. So if I were to start feeding in the pure node first, because that would be a maximum of 600. So 600, take off 210. I think maybe after that, like into this merger, I could feed the next machine. And then maybe after this one, feed in the last, and then I think we'd be good. Because when it gets around to the last two, all I'd need to do would just be a simple 50-50 split. So I think that would work fine. Okay, let's set up this last one, and then, like, I may, for the sake of it, just set one of these up on each one anyway, because, I don't know, I kind of like doing these. Right, I think I've got all the belting under here done. Now for the final stages. Bit more foundation out over this way. And we can start bringing some Mark IV belts out and around here. If I got them in the right bloody spot. That plugs in there. This one is the normal node. So you can swing around this way. And I think, yeah, I'll feed this in. Maybe I'll drag this down like this. Feed in after all of that's been split off. And then after this one, we'll bring in the last belt. And that should, hopefully, work fine. It'll work better once everything's overclocked and we've got Mark V belts on everything. But for now, it's a good temporary setup. And it means we can just get things going. So that'll do. Let's get some power lines in. Over my I keep going to say Mark IVs. Because I'm always playing with the belts more than I am with power lines. Plug you all up there. Drag this up here. Put a power line just there in the middle. That can connect into that. And that can connect over here. All of these guys can start running. I'll drag some power over to the water. So you come with me. These power lines I'm sure I'll tidy up at some point. I just want to get things running. I want this aluminium in production. Even if it's just a minuscule amount for now. Let's get the water extractors going. Cool. How are we doing on power? Okay for now, but I have a feeling it may tank once I switch everything else on. So it could be a bit of a problem. We've got bauxite on the belts. All going into the right places. Yeah. Okay. Next stage. Connect this line to here. Get the refineries into action. Which ones need the... This one needs the petroleum coke, and I've got some on me, so you can have that. So I don't need it. But we are waiting on the water. Oh, this is the setup that gets fed by the rest of the system, so... These three are going to be waiting a while anyway. Oh, copper is heading upwards. Awesome stuff. Starting to see these pipes filling with water. And that's good. Refineries are starting to fill up. Oh, some of them are going. Alumina solution is go. Awesome. So now we wait. There we go. Aluminium scrap. Fucking hell, that goes quick. Produces every second. God damn. It's going to be quite the thing to keep running. There we go, we've got more silica for the rest of the production that we've got upstairs. That'll fill out the last of these belts. I'll wait for it to fill up and back up, and then once we've got that sorted, once the rest of this system kicks into operation... Are these getting their water yet? Not quite yet. I think we've got to wait for the pipes to fill. For now, I'm just glad it's doing its job. I think things are kicking into action over this side as well. Slowly but surely, it's getting there. These ones sound like they're operating. They're trying to. Yep. Silica on the belts. It's a good sign. Currently the throughput on the water's kind of been a bit of a struggle, but that's just the nature of the fluid dynamics. But it is getting there. It's becoming a little bit more consistent with each run. Eventually it will be the bauxite that's the problem. So let's have a look upstairs. See how these belts are doing. I think they're slowly starting to fill out. Yeah, I'd say that's looking good. So I think we can plug this in to here. I should really check to see what the power's doing. Ooh, that got pretty damn high. But wow, okay, aluminium ingots already. That did not take long. It took 3 seconds to produce, I'll probably explain why. And we've got copper as well. I think all this balancing here has worked out okay. But soon enough we should start seeing aluminium sheets on this belt. And I'm really looking forward to seeing them. Really need to keep an eye on this power though. Like, when it comes down to overclocking the rest of the miners around this area, I'm definitely going to have to plug in the other generators again. Oh, here we go. The assemblers are working. Yeah, our power's peaking a little more. Oh, there they go! Look at them! Got aluminium sheets, finally! Oh, fantastic. My first bit of fully automated aluminium production ever. Man, it has been such a fucking headache getting this stuff done. But I'm immensely happy that it's at this point now. So we can just let this container start filling up. And then we can go about replacing all of our belts with Mark 5s if we wanted to. I mean, I quite like, you know, sorting out input ratios using different belt speeds. Playing around with some of the splitting and merging is kind of fun, especially when you can figure out how to get it just right. But yeah, our throughput issues are going to be slightly less of a concern now. So we can push our throughput up to 780 items a minute. And that's just fantastic. So anything, like all the belts that are going into the awesome sink, I'll be upgrading. All of the plastic throughput for the supercomputers, I'll be upgrading that as well. And obviously I need to do all of the bauxite inputs into this. But man, yeah, finally done it. Aluminium in production. Huzzah! And we can now do the milestone that's been sitting in that top right hand corner for a little while. We can go for advanced aluminium production, and we can start looking towards things like heat sinks and ultimately turbo motors. As I've said before, turbo motors are kind of going to be the end goal for this series. I want to get them automated. I want to be able to produce them in these machines. And yeah, that's probably where I'm going to, you know, wrap things up. I don't really have much of an urge to go about looking at nuclear power or anything like that. I'm quite happy with, you know, the setups that I've got. I like the fuel generators, I like the coal generators. I don't really have a need to go about dealing with the nuclear waste because, you know, oh, there is no way of dealing with the nuclear waste other than putting it into storage. You can't throw it into the awesome sink or anything. So it is kind of off-putting. We could always look at using the geothermal generators if we need more power. So I may look into doing that if we need more, which we very much definitely will, because this setup so far is really kind of starting to push our power capabilities and capacity. But no, I'm happy with this. I'm going to let this system run for a while so we can fill up this container, and yeah, then we'll, next episode, end up looking at advanced aluminium production, start seeing what we need to get some of these endgame items. But for now, I'm going to wrap this video up here, so I'll just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Okay, I'm over. I've done it, I think. No! Why?